I have been awake since 5 a.m., which was 11 hours ago, and I also haven't filmed in like a month, so let's hope this goes well. Hello everybody, my name is Danny and welcome back to my channel. It feels very weird to be doing my intro and actually just to be filming at all because I haven't filmed since my last apartment. I moved and decided that moving was very stressful and I didn't want to make videos while doing that, so I didn't. And now I'm back making videos. Although by the time this one goes up, you'll have seen I think 2 other ones from me. I'm just filming this one first because I want to get my bookshelves organized. As you can see, I have 2 beautiful bookshelves behind me. This one is the one I already had, and boy did it take a lot of effort to get into this apartment. And this one is the new one that I spent $90 on against my better judgment. So, a little bit of a story time before we get started. I had the IKEA Billy bookshelf in white, like normal size and everything, and when I moved here, wanted to get a second one because I had space for 2 and my books would fit so much better on these 2 rather than having this one and my small brown bookshelf, which now has like accessories and stuff on it, and also my TV stand bookshelf, which now has all my board games and stuff on it. I wanted 2 matching bookshelves. And then I saw that they had raised the price. So this one, which I bought about 11 months ago, I believe, was $50. This one was $90 because they raised the price so much over the past less than a year. And first, I went to a couple thrift stores, didn't have any luck. I thought even if I don't find this one, if I find something similar, or if I find like 2 bookshelves that match each other, that'd be fantastic. Didn't luck out. Then on Facebook Marketplace, I found a listing for 2 Billy bookshelves, and it was only $50 for both of them. And I saw it 2 hours after it was posted, and I messaged the lady, and I was like, hey, are these still available? I'm very interested in buying them. And she saw my message immediately and then didn't answer. And I went and checked back like every 20, 30, 40-ish minutes. Never got a response. And like 7 hours after I messaged her, she like took down the listing, marked it as sold or whatever. Like, I feel like that's kind of rude that she like saw my message, she read it, and just didn't answer. Like, she could have been like, sorry, I'm talking to someone else who messaged first, whatever. Like, I feel like that was a little bit rude, but whatever. Then went to thrift stores again, trying my luck. Nothing. And finally, I'm like, you know what? I've been in this apartment for like a week and a half. I'm tired of seeing all of my books just in the boxes and suitcases on the ground. I will show you that. But finally caved, spent the $90 on the bookshelf. My like reasoning, my justification is that I'm gonna be putting more than $90, not mine, let me try that again. I'm gonna be putting more than 90 books on this bookshelf, so it's like less than $1 per book to hold my books. That's a weird justification, but it's what I'm going with. And I'm gonna do that here today in this video, is put all my books up. Yay! Wow, I'm very rusty with filming. I'm going to get on the floor real quick and bring you with me to show you all of the boxes and suitcases that I have to unpack because it is a lot. I own over 300 books, I believe. Okay, so they're not really laid out on the floor in a way that's like easy for you guys to see, but like these boxes here, I have 6 of them full of books, plus these 2 suitcases. So the big one is all of my like thick chunky books. This is the first one that I packed. And then this little one up here is only Rick Riordan. All of my Rick Riordan books take up this one suitcase. And then, can I angle the camera? Yes. So this blue one over here, which is bigger than even this bottom one down here, is also full of books. So I have a lot of unpacking to do. And then plus there's like a couple of bins back there that are just full of miscellaneous stuff that I was lazy and didn't unpack, even though I technically could have. But that's not what we're doing today. Today we're unpacking these bad boys, and I'm gonna take you along with me. Okay, so I've only unpacked 3 of the boxes and I'm already tired. I also did do a 6-hour work shift this morning, so I'm tired from that, but also I'm tired from these books. They're so heavy. But I still have the 3 suitcases and 3 more boxes to unpack. I'm gonna do that off camera and then probably bring you guys in to do some of the sorting of the books, because right now they're all kind of just like jumbled together in whatever way they fit in the boxes, kind of like Tetris or Jenga. I kind of just wanted to fit as many books in each box as possible to save room, but I have to sort them now. So I kind of have an idea of like what I want on each shelf, and when I get to that point I will explain to you as I sort what different things I'm sorting them into. So I will see you then. Okay, I'm sorry for the AC background noise, but it got really hot in here. I think I have a problem. I have so many books. I think what I'm gonna do is start with the ones closest to the shelves and like sort them onto the shelf, if that makes sense. And go about things that way, and then after I've gotten a little bit done, maybe when the AC kicks off, I will come chat with you about my strategy, my sorting plan, that kind of thing. Okay, so it's been over an hour since I put all my books up on the shelves and I haven't touched it. I took a little break to eat dinner. I had steak and the fire alarm only went off once while my boyfriend was cooking it, so I consider that a win. And now I guess I have to put my books together. But first, I did tell you guys that I was going to tell you about my organization. My brain is fried right now. I'm so not used to filming. Basically, 2 bookcases, 6 shelves each. That's 12 shelves. So I'll tell you what's going to be on each one. So starting at the bottom that you can't see, the format is pretty similar to how I had my one singular big bookcase in my last apartment, if you saw any of my reorganization videos then, but expanded. So the bottom shelf is my completed series that I own all the books in, very self-explanatory. And above that is series where I don't own all the books. Either I just don't own them or they're not out yet, so I can't own them. Either way, they're there until I eventually complete the series and own all of the books in it, in which case they will move to the bottom shelf. I want to get to a point where, like, both the bottom shelves and one of the upper shelves are completed series and not own so many partial series, but today is not that day. But then these shelves right here are my standalones. You guys aren't really going to be seeing any of those because I will most likely be filming right here. I don't see why I wouldn't, at my desk. And I have this really big, beautiful chair that I bought at the thrift store that I'm obsessed with, and it's kind of gonna block most of the books, but like, it's fine. Then up here, this will be my Rick Riordan shelf, and then over here, I'm gonna skip telling you what's on here for a minute. Above that, we have my John Flanagan shelf and Cornelia Funk / Neil Gaiman shelf. They have significantly less books than John Flanagan and Rick Riordan, which is why the two of them share a shelf. They are my favorite authors, these 4 authors, if you didn't know. And then the top shelf, which you can't see, the one over on, if you're facing it, the left-hand side, is my poetry, plays, and classics. And then the one up here is kind of like a catch-all, which is also what this one kind of is. So up there we have my Dover Thrift Editions, which is just an old style edition of different books that I collect. It's also my nonfiction and my writing books. I have my Star Wars books up there because I kind of didn't know where else to put them, and this one was getting full, so this is kind of like my everything else shelf. So it has comics and manga, it has my anthologies. I was going to put my D&D books on here, so I have like the Hero's Cookbook and The Wild Beyond the Witchlight and some other stuff, but there's not going to be enough space. If you can't see already, it's kind of stuffed, so I'm probably going to have to move some of this stuff up to that upper miscellaneous shelf. I just don't know what yet, but that's my plan. That's what I'm going to be doing now. I don't know where I'm going to start, because even though they're all off the floor and they're on the shelf they're going to be on, this is still kind of intimidating. I'm probably going to start with John Flanagan and Rick Riordan, just because those are pretty simple to do. I just have to put the series in order. And then maybe move to my finished series. Definitely these miscellaneous shelves are going to be the last ones I do, because I don't know what I'm doing with them, so I'll have to think on it while I do the other ones. But, I'm gonna get to doing that now. Okay, so I did these 2 shelves, and I absolutely adore how they look. But now I'm paralyzed by fear and choices. I want to make my shelves look good, but there's so many different ways I can organize them, and it's stressing me out. So I'm just gonna stay calm, take it 1 shelf at a time. I will see you when hopefully I finish this before it gets dark outside, because then the lighting is really gonna suck. A brief interlude to look at how gorgeous the sky is. It's very purple on camera, but in person it's very much pink. Ignore the bird poop on the window that was there when we moved in, and I don't know if they're ever gonna come clean it off. But look at the sky, it's so pretty. Ooh, a plane. Yeah, I have 1 more shelf left to do, so I'm gonna go do that now. So this is how the finished product turned out. There's a couple of things that I'm going to have to kind of rearrange. Oh, you can see my little stepladder there, because I couldn't reach the top shelf. But you can see I have some room to grow on the bottom with my completed series. So the very overcrowded uncompleted series, incomplete, wow, can eventually move down there when I put more books, buy more books. I can't speak English. Above that is my standalones, the little gap there and the books in the corner. Those 4 books are my zombie books. I decided I wanted to separate, so I'm gonna do something with those to make it look fun. And I have a doll, actually, of Ghoulia, the zombie character from Monster High, that I want to put with that section, and I think it's gonna look really cute. And then above that, we have my Rick Riordan shelf and my very overcrowded poetry, plays, and classic shelf. So I decided to switch that with the miscellaneous shelf that was there, just to keep all my miscellaneous stuff on the top. But the 2 books that are actually stacked weirdly on top of the other ones are going to come in front of those. I just need something to hold them up. Those are my 2 copies of A Midsummer Night's Dream. Above that, we have my John Flanagan shelf and my Neil Gaiman and Cornelia Funk shelf, and then all of my other books, my miscellaneous stuff. So that has been me reorganizing my shelves. I didn't feel like lining up a good shot to get this little end clip so you got to see the wall here, but whatever. I do still have to decorate my shelves with all my little knickknacks, so like I got my little frog guy that was in front of the green section when I had a rainbow shelf, but that's all in the boxes I have yet to unpack, so I'll have to do those eventually, but not tonight. I'm very tired. as you can see, I did not get it done before sunset like I wanted to, but whatever. I got it done. I'm very happy. I feel like if I had one of those like skinny Billy shelves to like go in the middle here, that would be the perfect amount of space for my books. I still feel kind of cramped here, but you know what? I'm okay with that. I think they look nice. I think I still have a little bit of wiggle room to buy stuff in certain categories. But, yeah, I'm so happy with how they turned out. Let me know down in the comments what you think of them, and also how you organize your shelves, because I would love to hear it. I know last year I was doing this thing where I reorganized my shelves for the seasons. I'm not going to do that. This is going to be how they are for the foreseeable future until I get bored and want to reorganize them again. But hopefully it's not for a while. Anyways, oh god, do I remember my outro? If you enjoyed this video, please be sure to give it a big thumbs up. You can subscribe to my channel for more content. I can't promise I won't go on any more hiatuses, but for now I'm back, and I will see you in the next one. Goodbye, guys.